the most mysterious song on the net. The mixtape that included "Home Taping is Killing Music" demonstrates why that's a stupid idea, because the only reason we know about this song is somebody recorded it off the radio against the rules. Probably using a 1980s boombox. But here we go. This is the evaluation collection from a lot of sources, and I'm just putting in the most likely correct answers from my opinion and using them as a basis for saying this is what might be true. A 2-layer guitar riff of a lead and another guitar playing maybe an octave below, and a picker track, so that'd be 3 tracks mixed together for that particular part. Drum track, maybe 4 tracks mixed and captured by 4 microphones, correctly miking a actual drum set, which could be done as a 4-track recording and then mixed down just for the drums using the same 4-track over here. Same thing with the guitars, 3 guitar riff sets. 1 analog, duophonic, or duochromatic string synthesizer track, or something thereof, from anything that was from 1979 forward, maybe an ARP Odyssey Mark III, but nobody really knows. People are guessing that. Dual vocal track and or a choir or chorus effect, or flanger, guitar, everything else, kind of pedal, poorly added, probably in my opinion, I'm saying poorly added, as a separate take. That could be another track in the final track set. So you have a 2-layer guitar grouping that could be done as 2 tracks, and a dual voice one that could be stuck on there as well, after doing the drum track set and then throwing string synths over it. You build music in one way or another, and the most likely thing is that the voice track was dead last. I'm going to give an opinion on this. Here we go. There's a continuous organ type track. It could be a Roland series synth or a cheesy organ with a built-in synth section added in. There's also a hovering synth, sine wave, and LFO finale that I'm not going to comment on. But all of this points to a 1978 earliest to 1982 to 1984 timeline for a 16 or 8-track GarageBand tape deck recording, and may have been inspired by the intro part, and only the intro part in my opinion, to a song by Cutting Crew called "Died in Your Arms Tonight." If you take the string section from that intro for that song and make it a guitar, just do it with a guitar and actually put it in a lower octave, it sounds a lot like it. Now, these may have been fans of it or whatever, but look up when that song came out and decide it might have happened afterwards. Nobody really knows much about this because there's only 2 actual sources. But anyway, any radio version that would have been released in Germany on the radio, which is where this is supposed to have been made a recording of, at least according to the person who says they have the full mixtape and where the full copy probably came from originally, would have a GMA work number below the number 1,500,000. The GMA number is used by radio stations in the area to record for copyright reasons what they play, and so they can give money for royalties for each song. Even if it's a local band that they were playing, it would have been given some sort of listing or marking of something. But then again, maybe not. It may have been recorded by a pirate workstation, pirate radio station being recorded off the air as well. The claim is that the person who made the recording originally did it as a mixtape recording. And it's got audio that's in mono and stereo. Some of it could be AM radio stuff. Some of the listing for the proposed or supposed tape listing on a sheet of paper, which looks really, really clean, shows it to be something on the order of a bunch of maxi tracks and labels and misspellings. Any radio version should have had that. Now, the original stereo file of the full-length song is up on the internet on various places. The one that's just the song itself without it being cut off unnecessarily and includes the audio of somebody in the background making a mouth movement. So it might have been a radio broadcaster. It's tapering off. It sounds exactly like that, in my opinion, too. I force archived it today. webarchive.org/web*https, and this is the file ID code, cdn-04 www.anonfiles.com/yakety, and it's called Check MP3. Check it in, check it out is the part of the lyrics. Now, that's me explaining how you can get a copy of it right now. Most likely, my opinion here is based on, this is a meta opinion, I'm looking up other stuff. One of the audio recordings in the full FLAC file copy of this recording, that was one side of a 90-minute tape, was included the expression, home taping is killing music. That has a specific time and date stamp to it for when that would have been used as an expression to interrupt a radio broadcast to mess with people who are recording music off the air, trying to stop us from doing recording. Sort of like home sewing is killing fashion. So anyway, in 2007, Anton Radale, Bluey spelled one way, or Blue spelled another, or just Anton, a person who actually goes into the name IRL in reality as Lydia, posted on spiritofradio.ca and bestof80s.de an upload link to a short monophonic excerpt on Speedy Share that was, of course, destroyed afterwards, so we don't have a copy of it, but that doesn't matter anymore, of a song from minute 36 into her brother's selectively recorded 90 minutes mixtape, number 4, side 1, minute 36. And it was recorded over several days or weeks, and it is stated by them very firmly that they made a mix recording in 1984. Okay, so the home taping is killing music should have been popularized, at least in Germany, during that year, or before. And it may have been from a broadcast off the radio of the following. Now, this is speculation on their part. They don't remember. This is from the 80s. They don't remember when they made the recording. The brother doesn't remember. This was posted in 2007 because neither of them could even remember any of this. But the most likely suspect, from where they were in the timing, was that it was music for young people, German translation below, hosted by Paul Baskerville, and it was on a North German radio station called NDR2 or NDR1, or not. We don't know. We may never know. But the person who ran that, Mr. Baskerville, is actively trying to find out where the recording came from. And some of the data is gone because it's been that many years that you're going to lose some stuff. Anyway, that was posted in 2007 on several locations and as an archive file. I can't find the archive of the original file, but it doesn't matter. People started saving it. And then separately, Reddit user Johnny Me Too posted to anonfiles.com or whatever a link to the complete stereo version he said he found on Usenet in 2007 and saved to his hard drive. He and this other person are the only ones known to be a source of this recording. And that was in 2019 that he mentioned that he did this. He said he found it on Usenet, but he has no idea where he got it from exactly. At least that's the latest thing. No one really knows. Now, I'm going to have a ridiculously large number of links below that I'm going to try to cram into the video before I let this post wherever I post it. Okay? I'm going to read the timeline partially. 2019, October, the Coffee Cat Cultura General D-Reverb Clean EQ'd revision was posted. That's actually quite useful. It cleans up the audio and gets rid of the reverb that was probably added to try to make it sound more spacious by whoever did the audio work. And this guy tried to remove it. It makes it a little easier to read or understand what the singer is saying, because the singer is extremely hard to understand. And when you listen to it, you might agree with my conclusions about why this recording was made. This is the only thing this video is going to contribute to this. The Dead Wax Records partial upload for the short version was done before then, in 2017. 2019, the NDR show Nacht Club host Paul Baskerville decided to play it in 2019, July. And before that, Gabriel Vera original re-upload on YouTube was done. And there's the Wit Jothurkun remaster of it made July as well. The full mixtape of Side 1, Mixtape 4, that was stored in a Berlin apartment without AC, that's why it happened, that's just been sitting there for years, was then re-encoded and re-quantized and whatever, September of this year. So, yeah. They didn't see any point in posting the entire recording for both sides, and honestly, because they said he re-recorded over it very carefully. You can hear little, fairly bad recording parts to it. And it may have been recopied since then. That's why the audio is so bad. Well, one of the reasons. Next, and yes, people have suggested that they get an auto-azimuth control or get a professional audio technician to transcribe it from the audio recording, because there's a lot of data that could be buried in it, and it has to be perfectly cleaned up. I've done that kind of recording and preservation before. It's a screaming pain in the ass. But your average audiophile knows how to do this pretty quickly, because they have to do it to make their rebuilds of their recordings. Many of you know about that. You had a whole stack of audio tapes, yeah, and you wanted to preserve them, so you remix them. And sometimes you use an EQ to clean them up. But the first thing you do is get that head aligned, demagnetized, and preferably replaced if you're doing what I did. I used to literally use ceramic plate something heads, weird ones. Bob Harley reconstructed a version of it and posted it October 7th, Johnny made a 32-bit, 48 kHz, 320 kbits per second remaster upload of it and put it on Google Drive. And there's also a lyrics-only version of in a WAV file on RedRAM Limited's website that I've got a link for. Now, the lyrics for the song are subject to massive reinterpretation for a simple reason. And I'm going to give you a conclusion at the 11 minute and 38 second mark here, why it is. It's real simple. The vocalist was doing a run-through trying to get what he wanted to do with the audio. The next recording that they would have done, unless they just simply didn't do it, was the vocalist actually singing the words correctly. It could have been a person who didn't speak English who was just trying to sing a song he'd heard and does not know what the words mean and doesn't know to correct them for pronunciation or for making them make grammatical or conceptual sense. That's the problem. The person who did this might have been just simply doing their own cover version of a song they heard, or someone else might have written the words out phonetically for the singer to sing, trying to spell out English words. Or it could be a person, as I'm saying, and this is the most likely reason, mumming through it. I'm not going to do an example of that. I'm actually going to do the song murmuring through it. Now, the last lines that are repeated are check it in, check it out, it's the summer blues. Check it in, check it out, it's leaving you. Check it in, check it out. I do a certain vocal behavior with my throat when I do that because I have a speech defect. Everybody has different speech things going on. The recording is singularly perfect and make it to where you can't find anything. People hear rolling R's when they're not there, or hear German accents or Japanese accents, or some other stuff. Like the wind, you came here running, may or may not be correct. Take the consequence of, and then it's muffled on purpose by the vocalist. The guy is making an audio track for him to listen to in the background while he sings it and practices it and gets it better. This is a first run. The actual recording may have been scrapped. This may have been the only thing left. It might have been a tape that was left on the side of the road, for all we know. But that's all I got for you. My opinion of this, again. Number one, I'm pretty sure the two people, one person who actually communicates and the other one who's the brother, really did make this recording. It's consistent. They're not changing their answer too much. The other one is a person who said they just found it somewhere and they don't remember where, which is consistent with the internet from 2007, and it's a very good audio quality recording. And if you compare them side by side, they're pretty close, and they shouldn't be perfect, because one of them was a recording made on audio tape before 2007 and uploaded. Maybe they're the same guy, same person, don't know. Anyway, my opinion is this was their first run through for a band that was making a recording, probably a demo tape, and then didn't make the rest of the tape. They might have broke up, they might have had a fight, who knows. And all we have is this guy mumbling through the words because he's just trying to get the track correct and get the sequence right, and he's going to do the better version later. He may have actually done it. He may have died since then. We won't know. Probably forever. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. And I'm going to upload this on the channel so I can use that track listing page for the icon so that you can actually see it. Bye.